Hey guys, welcome back to the cabin. It doesn't really seem like a cabin anymore, it's a full-on home, but I'm so excited to share with you guys my solo weekend here with the pups. So thanks for pressing play. Sit back and grab your favorite drink. This is my first weekend at the cabin by myself, and I decided to vlog it. Brett is visiting his family, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law just got a house, so he went to go help them move in. And I took this opportunity to come out here to the cabin by myself with the pups so that I could just have confidence in knowing that I could be here and function the cabin, like all the things of the cabin, like the well and the solar and all of the stuff that Brett usually does when we're here on my own. And so far so good. I went excuse me, I got in last night at probably around 11, no, it was about 10 p.m. and had no problems on the drive up, which was, I'm grateful, because the drive up is a little sketch, especially at nighttime, up the mountain. And just unloaded everything, and the puppies are so happy to be here. They woke me up at 6:45 this morning to go outside and play and have breakfast and use the bathroom. So I've had an early morning, and it's been really peaceful. I'm taking this opportunity to spend more time with the Lord, strengthen my practices that I do in the morning. I don't necessarily make time every day in the morning to just sit with God and read my Bible. So I figured this is a perfect weekend to do so. And I'll be vlogging the weekend and what we end up doing. I don't know if we're gonna do too much, but definitely take the dogs out on a little hike this afternoon. Well, this evening once it cools down a little bit. It's really cool in the morning, but it's really cool at night. But the afternoon gets pretty hot. Right now, I'm drinking my tea. I just had breakfast. I'm gonna do some journaling. I'm also, one of my morning things that I do is I read my Jesus Listens. It's a daily devotional, and my cousin Nacho sent me this Healing After Loss. It's also a devotional too, so I read this every morning as well. And then definitely I am in my Bible. I actually brought my actual Bible because I planned on making time. I have a little Bible here that I just read, but this one I can actually take notes in and highlight and all the things. This is She Reads Truth Bible. It's been one of my favorite Bibles. At the beginning of every chapter, it will tell you weekly what you can be reading, and then to go deeper into what you just read of whichever book you're reading, it'll also give you other books and chapters that correlate with what you just read. And then it has space for you to take notes on the sides, which I love, because I love taking notes and I love highlighting and all the things. So I'm reading Romans right now. I started reading Romans here at the cabin last weekend, and although I've been feeling pulled to start reading Philippians as well, so I might go back and forth between both books because why not? I'm also using my GoPro that Brett got me for Christmas that I have not played enough with at all, and I just bought a stand for it, which is what we're using right now. So I'll share this one with you guys today in case someone is in need. I was wholly at peace, at ease, and at rest, so that there was nothing upon earth which could have afflicted me. This lasted only for a time, and then I was changed. I felt there was no ease or comfort for me, except faith, hope, and love. And truly I felt very little of this. And then presently God gave me again comfort and rest for my soul. And then again I felt the pain. And then afterwards, the delight and the joy. Now the one, and now the other, again and again, I suppose about 20 times. That's from Julian of Norwich. Just when we think we have ourselves in hand and are going to be able to manage this, we are suddenly plunged into despair again. What happened to our carefully nurtured poise, the confidence we felt 10 minutes ago? The best thing to do is to just write it out, knowing that in time we'll be on the upswing again for a while. It is comforting to know that the saints of the faith had periods of feeling in pain and alone. After a while, these moods will even out. not being so jagged and alarming. Though to be a sensitive human being is to be affected by pain and the joy of life. No need to feel guilty about our low moods. If we can do something to chase them off, fine. If not, wait, they will pass. I accept my mood swings as a part of the process of healing. And that is very, very true. Because in these last couple of months, I have found myself feeling in the upswing, but I also feel as though it's because I'm staying busy or keeping myself occupied and not allowing myself to just sit and feel. And the only way through those feelings is to sit in them and feel them. And here's my emotional support dog. I don't know how he knows every time. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Thank you. There is always joy in the morning. It's another day to start new. And the sad moments, it truly is just love. Stagnant in your body. It doesn't bother me to cry or to share the emotional part of grief. It's humane. Jesus wept. All of these emotions are the same emotions that Jesus has. So why hide them? My shepherd, please help me to relax and enjoy this day. It's easy for me to get focused on my goals, that I push myself too hard and neglect my need for rest. I tend to judge myself on the basis of how much I'm accomplishing. You know, it's important for me to use the opportunities and abilities you provide, but I want to learn to accept myself as much when I'm relaxing as when I'm achieving. Teach me how to rest deeply in the truth that I am a beloved child of God, saved by grace through faith in you. I know this is my ultimate and foundational identity. I rejoice that I've been adopted into your royal family forever. Instead of striving and straining, I need to stay mindful of who I really am. I found that I'm more effective in your kingdom when I'm comfortable enough in my true identity to balance work and rest. With a refreshed mind, I'm able to think more clearly and biblically. And a restored soul enables me to be more loving with other people. Lord, I long to spend time relaxing in your presence today, enjoying the fresh green pastures and still restful waters you provide. In your refreshing name, Jesus. Amen. Wow. If that wasn't spot on for my plan today. I started this journal book on March 20th, shortly after my dad passed, when I was still in Texas. And it really got me through some really emotional and tough times out there. And the last time I journaled in here was on May 15th. So it's been a while, over a month, maybe 2. Journaling really helps clear my mind. It's brain dumping thoughts and ideas and stories I make up in my head that'll probably never come true. When I journal to Jesus. Therefore, I'm giving him all my thoughts so that he can carry it instead of me. So it's probably close to 1, and I'm just now gonna get my life together and change and kind of just get ready for whatever this day entails for me. This is our bathroom. So I'm just gonna see where I can set up. What if somebody just like strolls up and Brett's not here? I don't want people to know that I'm here by myself. So yeah, that just happened. And he was really nice. His name is Mike something. So if anything happens to me, go look for Mike that has 10 acres on the mountain that we live on. But okay, I'm back. It's about 12:30 and I'm kind of done just lollygagging for the morning. I did my Bible study and I ate my breakfast. And now I'm just putting on normal clothes, a little get ready with me. The last couple of weekends we've been here, we've had like random community neighbors ride in their dirt bikes. Actually, it's just been last weekend. And part of me not wanting to come up here this weekend. I'm so grateful for my dogs though, especially my therapy dog. He doesn't leave my side. There he is. Because he was the first one out the door. The guy was right away let him know like he doesn't play any games. And punked him just to let him know like stay back. So that's good. But anyways, he doesn't live far from here and was wondering if the old owners still owned this place. So I told him no. And Bodhi tried to get in his face about it. Bodhi let him know right away that he needed to stay back, which was awesome. And we just talked. He was probably out there for like 5 minutes. Introduced himself. Older guy, probably like in his 60s, on a dirt bike. He wasn't too chatty, but he was friendly. But still. He looked at Bodhi like straight to face, like made eye contact, and Bodhi was not having it. He like jumped at his face. So I don't know. I trust dogs. And I'm grateful that I had Bodhi here with me. Because as soon as he pulled in, all 3 dogs charged at him. But I guess he was just like riding around to like check on people's properties, because they do that out here. Like if nobody's out here, like the neighbors will ride their dirt bikes through people's properties and just make sure everything's like good and legit and like nobody's been like messing around with anything, which is cool. And I'm grateful for that. But I almost put up my gate rope so that nobody would ride in. Anyways, I don't think he'll be coming back because Bodhi's not going to let him get close. Either way, I had a good, peaceful morning. I've just been in my Bible, had breakfast, taking it really slow, just what I've loved. The dogs have been having a blast, basically just going everywhere, running, digging holes, chasing chipmunks. Just the best dog's life. So quiet. It's so peaceful out here. Capture the beauty of the forest, the desert. It's all mixed up here. The dogs. Okie dokie. We're done. All right. Look at this one. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got eye boogies? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're so tired. You're so tired. Oh my goodness, you're so tired. Door. Oh, goodness. Our view from our bedroom. Hi, sweetie. Are you having fun? Okay, I have not gone outside because the sun really came out and it's been really hot. I started reading a book that I just finished reading in my Bible study that I took for the last 8 weeks called Emotionally Healthy Spirituality. And I'm rereading it because I rushed it throughout those 8 weeks that we were reading it, and listened to it on Audible. And this book has so many nuggets in it that I want to go back and like highlight and reread it, and just really, it's really helped me to step back and allow certain situations to just like process and not respond or react right away. And I just want to go back and read it. So I've been sitting outside. I'll show you guys a little setup in a second. But it got really hot, so I put the umbrella up and started reading the book. The cool breeze under the shade is phenomenal. And it was actually starting to make me a little sleepy. So I'm going to make a drink. I'm making my Bev Mix combo that I make daily, but I'm going to put a lift off in it just to give me a little energy to wake up. The dogs are out of this world right now. They're totally asleep and so comfortable. Check this out. So dirty. There's Chisita. I'm so tired, mama. And then there's my watchdog over there. He was by the door. He's the smart one by the fan. Oh, hi. I'm so tired. So that's what we've been doing. It's been very peaceful, very relaxing. And I just need to give myself a little bit of energy right now. So I'll share with you guys what I make during the week. It's my daily combo of protein. It can be considered a snack. If you don't have time throughout the day to eat something, you can put your Bev Mix in a cup, your water bottle, and 15 grams of protein. So it'll definitely fill you up, like keep you full. Put something in your system so you're not just going without eating. I was eating some grapes earlier too. But Bev Mix. Being here without Brett, that was really weird, guys. The scrubber from the sink just fell into the sink right now. So, as I was saying, being here without Brett, it's really weird. I can't imagine being here without him and without the dogs, like he was when I was in Texas. Need to have somebody here. So, these are my BCAAs, amino acids. I usually put my probiotic in there too. I didn't bring it with me. I need to bring one for here, but I just placed this is a beverage enhancer. So like if you want to change up the flavor of your teas or your mega teas or whatever you're making, like this would be considered a mega tea. I'm adding watermelon to it because I love everything watermelon. And the probiotic little container and scooper is literally like the perfect size of a product that you want to put in there. Okay. And then here's my tea. This will also give you energy, mental clarity, not necessarily like the tingly, like jittery feeling. It's just gonna boost your energy without the side effects that most energy drinks provide. I'm just gonna put this in here as well. I usually put a little bit of aloe, but I'm running low, so I'm gonna save that for my tea tomorrow. It's just a natural sweetener, but it also helps with digestion. And then I did bring my lip balms. I usually keep these here so that we drink them on the way home instead of having energy drinks, but I'm only gonna put half since I have tea in here already. And then once the sun goes down, I definitely want to just go outside and take a little walk. I didn't buy much groceries because I knew I had a little bit here. I bought a lot of fruit because when it's hot like this, I'm not really that hungry, but I want something cold. So like my beverage drink here that I'm making plus fruit usually does the trick. I had a sandwich yesterday from one of my favorite Italian deli shops on 2nd Street, Angelo's, and I ordered a mega so that I could eat the other half today. I ate half of it on the way here last night, and I'm going to eat the other half probably in the next hour or so. All right, and that's pretty much all that's in my water bottle. And I drink about 2 of these a day. The second one doesn't usually have tea in it. It's just the Bev Mix, aloe, BCAAs, and my probiotic, but it's so good. It's so delicious. Very refreshing. All right. So now you're going to come with me. I'm going to show you my little setup outside. See, put the umbrella up with a little shade. I was just sitting right over here. This is the book. For those of you interested, such a good book. It really, really, really makes you do internal work so that you're healed for others. And if we all heal ourselves, we will have a healed world. No more misunderstandings, no more arguments. We will know how to respond without reacting. And most of all, be more like Jesus when he was here and have the patience and the love to see people for who they are, not the way they respond to you or offend you or anything of that sort. And it just, the last 8 weeks that I took this course, it really, 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 it really helped me. I'm trying to figure this little thingy out. It really helped me in a lot of the stuff that I was dealing with my dad's passing. And I highly recommend it. Like if you're looking for something, you don't know what that is, but you're looking for something that's going to help you grow because the same thing is happening over and over again, the same lesson, and you're not understanding it. So it's repeating, it's coming back in a different form, a different person, a different job, whatever the case may be. This is really going to peel some layers if you're willing to have those layers peeled and allow you to see the things that are being repetitive in your life. And then you can make a change from there if you choose to. So let me just kind of give you a little snippet of, I can't see with this GoPro like what I'm actually recording and how close I am, so I apologize if I'm really close. But like I went highlighter crazy on one page because it was ridiculously good. I'm just gonna read it, and if it hits you, it hits you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's okay. The problem, however, is that you inevitably, I can't talk right now. Okay, find something is still missing. In fact, the spirituality of most current discipleship models often only adds an additional protective layer against people growing up emotionally. When people have authentic spiritual experiences, such as worship, prayer, Bible studies, and fellowship, they mistakenly believe that they're doing fine, even if their relational life is fractured and their interior world is distorted. Their apparent progress then provides a spiritual reason for not doing the hard work of maturing. They are deceived. I know I lived that way for almost 17 years. Because of the spiritual growth in certain areas of my life and in those around me, I ignored the glaring signs of emotional immaturity that were everywhere in and around me. In our more honest moments, most of us will admit that, like an iceberg, we are made up of deep layers that exist well beneath our day-to-day awareness. As the following illustration shows, and it just shows an iceberg model, only about 10% of the iceberg is visible. This 10% represents the way we conduct ourselves and the changes we make that others can see. We're nicer people, we're more respectful, we attend church, and we participate regularly. We clean up our lives. We attend somewhat by addressing any issues with alcohol and drugs, to foul language, to illicit behavior, and beyond. We begin to pray and share Christ with others, but the roots of who we are continue unchanged and unmoved. Contemporary spiritual formation and discipleship models address some of that 90% below and the surface. The problem is that the large portion, which is the bottom of the iceberg, remains untouched by Jesus until there is a serious engagement with what I call emotionally healthy spirituality. And this is basically it's just saying that we're using God to run from God. So instead of sitting with him, getting to know him, spending time with him, to develop a relationship that's intimate with him on a personal level, we're using all of these outside things and running to them and filling our schedules up with them so that other people can see us the way we want them to see us, instead of just sitting with him to actually know him and experience him and share him with the world. That is just chapter 1. It's just a portion of chapter 1. And it just goes into so many beautiful examples and things that are so relevant and that you can relate to and catch yourself in those places. And when you do, and if you allow that to happen, and if you're honest with yourself, you can change it. Okay, so this is the sandwich that I bought yesterday. Well, it's the remaining half. I'm gonna eat this, and then I like to eat and then go walk. Helps move whatever you ate, helps you digest your food. And I'm gonna have some avocado oil, classic sea salt, kettle style potato chips. I'm just gonna eat it right here. Where's my drink? This is my first time really, like I mentioned this morning, vlogging and like using the GoPro. And I didn't realize how time consuming it is to basically just download from your GoPro to the app and then from the app to your phone. It takes such a long time. I wish there was a faster process to it because it makes it easier to post onto the video that I'm going to end up making towards the end as I'm going. But the extra step of downloading it to my phone seems a little crazy. So if I'm doing something wrong and you're better at this, please share with me. This is the torpedo is from Angelo's. I'm gonna take out the old lettuce because that's gross. It was really good yesterday. I'm sure it'll be good again, but it's not iceberg lettuce either, so we don't have to worry about that. There's a pesto sauce in it. It's got like a couple of different Italian deli meats in it. Brett and I, almost every Friday, will split this on the way up, and that's our dinner. They also have an amazing meatball sandwich, and that's a little messier and definitely a lot heavier. Okay, that's gonna work better now. The sun is still really out, but the temperature is definitely starting to drop. So I figured, let me eat this quick. The pups are kind of lounging around still. They're up though. I feel like they're going to be ready for this next little adventure. We're all fed and it's much cooler outside. We're going to do this walk. Might be just in time for the sunset. Hey puppies, are you guys ready to go on a walk? Oh, Bodhi is. Oh, Bodhi is. Bodhi is. Yes. I love you. I love you. Oh my goodness. Ah. They're all rested and ready to go. You two mamas, you ready? We're going. Hold on. Oh my gosh, we do. Oh my goodness. You're gonna come too. You're gonna come too. I need to put my shoes on first. Okay. Okay. Sweetie Blythe. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Bodhi. Cheese pizza, what's going on? Thank you. Come on. Let's go. We love it out here. Good girl. So this trailer is on our property and it's probably going to be here forever because it's really big and heavy and no wheels are on it. It's actually really cool looking and I really like it. It's old school, and Brett said that he might renovate it or do something with it. So it'll be cool to document that when that happens. So where our property is, there's 5 acres, and then where our 5 acres stops, this additional 5 belongs to somebody else. And from what they told us, they were going to make it like a campground and have different spots where you can come and camp. You can see a little camper right there, but I don't know if they ever went through with it because we've been here for over a year, just over a year, and we've never met them. We don't know who they are. They've got a really nice camper up there. Their lot is really beautiful. You'll see here in a second. It's all incline, so if you hear me out of breath, that's why. Plus, we're at like 8,000 feet, 7,000, 8,000, somewhere on there, elevation from so pretty. I love it here. Bodhi. Good boy. One thing I didn't put on, but I'm already regretting, hopefully the wind will pick up, is bug spray. We normally haven't needed to put bug spray on, but I already feel a couple of bites. So that'd be a quick hike.
like a doggy playland up here. Every time we come back on this little hike, it's different. I used to be able to get through there. Everything's overgrown now. Let's see if we can go through here. Hi, sweetie. Decided to climb on this rock because there was no entrance the other way. Here we go. This way. That tree is definitely overgrown. I used to be able to access through there. Okay. This is a dirt trail, a dirt bike trail. Look at that. This way. Cheesy. Good girl. Cheesy, come. This way. Cheese. Cheese pizza. Go get her, buddy. Go get her. There she is. Good puppies. This is the landscape I fell in love with when we first came out here. It was like, I want property on land like this. There's Cheesy. What you doing? Where's your brother? Bodie, sweetie. Yes, good girl. Bodie. There you are. Good boy. Just because being like her daddy, going all the way to the top. Oh, sweetie, leave it. That one loves to run. Good puppies. Like, good boy. Sweetie, leave it. This way. Brett and I always say, when you feel like your problems are too big, go somewhere where you feel really small. And then your problems don't seem that big anymore. When you realize how minute we are in comparison. We've got God's playground. Go play in it. Get outside. Go doom scroll nature instead of your phones. There's a reason why Jesus always went to the woods. I get it now. And Jesus had boundaries. That's why he would go to the woods, fill up his cup, pray, meditate. This is the other side of the mountain. Before we got Starlink, Brett and I used to come over here so that we could use our phone. We'd stand on this rock right here and get service. All right, guys, this way. Cheesy! Cheesy, come! There she is. This way, guys. I love my puppies. This way. Sweetie. They just bolted. Let's see what they're looking at. The thing about dogs, you don't want to chase them when they run. Then it becomes a game. Hi, Sweetie. Good girl. Cheesy. Hi, Sweetie. Hi, Cheesy. Good girl. Bodie, come. Yes. Good boy. Good girl. Cheesy. Cheesy's a hunter too. She's the only one that has been able to catch, what are those little things called? Cheesy. Cheese back, come. The little ground squirrels. What's on your eye, Bodie? Come. Let me see you. Nothing? Okay, good boy. See? I ignored her, started walking. She comes. Good girl. These are the little spots that would have been camping spots if they would have, I guess, really gone through with that. But the little trailers and everything have gone pretty bad. That's a really nice fire pit. These trees are so cool too. Okay, so there's a couple of other stuff over here. Like they put an old bathtub, and there's like an old refrigerator. Oh, there's a creepy well over here too. I don't know what that's about. I don't think it's working either. It's right there. Like old school. There's a bathtub. There's another one too somewhere over here. Right up here was like a little picnic area with a little shed, and it looked like they had like a refrigerator or something. All of this is kind of just becoming one with the forest now. But they had plans, and it would have been a really cool spot if it didn't just go downhill. Cheesy! So there's our trailer again. So this is like where his property ends. There's Chisita. Hi, baby. Good girl. Yes, good girl. And then from the trailer, this way, mamas. The trailer on this way is ours. So we've made like a little route. This is where Brett and I store some wood for the winter, which we really need to get on that again. Because it's already July and time is going faster than I've ever experienced it to go. So there's that. This is going to take us right back to our spot, like the back of the house. And these pups know they have their own little trail. They went that way, but I'm going to go this way. This leads back to our house, our cabin. That's our generator house. That's an outhouse that was already there. We need to refix it up. There's a lot of ground squirrels, so Chispita is in hunting mode. There's another little trailer there that we need to get rid of. Brett cut this, well, this tree was already cut down and he kind of just made a seat here. And this was actually, layers of this tree was what we used inside the house for the shelf, and the wood piece that's behind the wall, like covering the electrical part of the wall in the kitchen. It's another area where we pile up our wood for winter. And then this is just our little trail that we created that leads to our storage bins. Well, containers. Those are not bins. And right now, as the sun is setting, the temperature is perfect. And for some reason, I don't feel any bugs over here. Are you having a terrible time, Bodie? Are you guys having a terrible time? So I'm going to take you guys back this way. This way, guys. And we're going to go take a peek at the plants, actually the trees that Brett, I cannot speak right now, that Brett, my love, planted last weekend in our little garden area. It's the side of the cabin. So we'll come up here. Because the ground is like dirt and sand, you just have to become one with it because it's everywhere. These are, we put all of our compost. So this big thing was supposed to be a chicken coop, and we just haven't gotten any chickens yet because I feel like they're just gonna die because we're not out here full time. This is another above ground garden thingy. Our friend Matt gave us these 50-gallon water jugs, and Brett made this little funnel to water our peach tree and our apple tree. And look, there's so many little flowers on it. Last weekend there was literally only 3. It was like those top 3. So maybe your water system is working. But you don't need that. Cheesy's ready to go inside the house. She thirsty. This is the back. This way, mamas. Oh, you can see the trailer from there. And like the dogs are just constant dirt dogs. So they will get a bath. See, there's part of the wood pieces that Brett cut. But they'll get a bath when we get back into town. And you can see from here, the sun is starting to set. There's our Kevin.
Okay, now the dogs are definitely ready for their dinner. Look how good they're being. Light. So while I prep the food, I do kibble and dehydrated. Right. I've been able to get Sweet Tea, my little heifer, to lose weight with the dehydrated. I give her more dehydrated than I do kibble, and I do the opposite with the other two. I give them more kibble, and the dehydrated's more of a topper for them. And it's been great. It's Honest Kitchen and Nulo. Honest Kitchen is the dehydrated, Nulo is the kibble I feed them. I used to make their food, but when we added a third mouth, it was pretty pricey. So this was the next best that I found for them. Because dog food is literally made and manufactured by candy companies. So I'm just going to leave it at that. They love it. You just add a little bit of water and then it turns into almost like an oatmeal, and it's human grade. So we could eat this if we wanted to. I'm not. But if that's all we had, we could eat it. Bodhi is he's like the best boy. I never had to train him. I think it's just the Lord sending me a good boy after having such a driven, stubborn, cute, amazing Sweet Tea. And then Chispita is like a mix. Like, she's literally her name. Her name is Spanish for ember. I named her after like the little embers from a campfire. I always said, before I even had her, like grabbed her, found her, I always said if I wanted a red healer, and I would name her Chispita because we are big campers and we're always by the fire. And the little Chispitas, the guys would always laugh when I would call them Chispitas. And then when we went to Baja and she was on the beach, I literally told my husband, I want to go pet that dog. And it was a little red, and I go, it's Chispita. And that was the end of it. I am not allowed to pet dogs in Baja anymore. Right, Chispi? She was only 3 months old. But going back to her name and her personality, like, she is the sweetest, most gentle dog. But because Sweet Tea was bigger than her when we got her, she was a little bully with her, and she basically taught her how to fight, and now she's regretting that because Chispita's bigger, faster, stronger, and has definitely taken the role of alpha in the household from the females. Bodhi is definitely alpha of all of them. And as you can see, the food gets like thick, like an oatmeal, and that's what they eat. That's their dinner. So because Bodhi is the best boy, live, Bodhi, live. And then we're gonna give Chispita next. Sweet Tea, up. Sweet Tea, go back. Live. Chispita, come. Good. And then this little husband. They're like kids. Literally like kids, which is why I never had any more. Because I've got my hands full. So, bye for now. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We're all fed. I definitely need to hop in the shower and get ready for bedtime here soon. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Good morning. Good morning. Come on. Who's your sister? Who's your sister? Silly girl. Hey, silly girl. silly girl. You silly girl. You playful. You're so playful. What's his booty? Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Oh, goodness, get out of there. Get out of there, Missy. Get out of there, Missy. Guess I'm up. I guess I'm up. Good morning, world. Good morning. Making my tea. Sweet tea. I wasn't hungry and now my belly's grumbling. I'm probably just gonna make some eggs. While I'm at it. Get a teapot. That first sip. Probably make the same breakfast as yesterday. It was quite easy and filling. Eggs, ham, and hash browns. So last night, when I got out of the shower, because I closed all the windows and I closed the front door and like just kind of closed everything up while I was in the shower. Sudden, I like when I'm coming down to open everything up, I feel like something fly. I've been through this before, so I knew exactly what it was. It was a bat, and it flew. I'm assuming it came in. Brett's probably right. It probably came in from the chimney. Flew. I think it was open because it literally wasn't in here prior to me going into the shower. And then all of a sudden I didn't see it. So it went upstairs and I just opened my screen door to the bedroom and I could see it in the guest bedroom, like flying back and forth. And I turned on the lights and it like followed the light down the hall and it just like beelined right into our bedroom, out the balcony door, thank God, because I would have gotten zero sleep last night had that thing not flew out. I don't know what it is with bats, but I have so many close encounters with bats that it's not even funny. It's making the wheat browns with some ham, and then I'm gonna throw some eggs in here in a second. And this little heifer, she's always right at your feet in case anything falls. But it's a little annoying. It's a little annoying, sweetie. Move your boot. Move your boot. Thank you.
Those who love God must also love the fellow believers. Your children is not really saying we love each other. Don't read the book. About so many different things. I don't even know what we're saying.
Sweetie, you need some water? Come get some water. You've been out there a while. Did you get the squirrel? I hear it. truck right now. We're about to head out, and I hope you had a good weekend with me. I'm pretty sure I did everything I'm supposed to. The house is clean, ready for our next visit, and the dogs are tired, so blessed weekend.
Oh, and they come unstuck, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song.